Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you're really paying attention to what's happening in Detroit right now, you know that the Lions are no longer just a team on the rise. They're positioning themselves as real contenders in the NFL. And one of the latest moves, or rather potential moves, that has fans buzzing is their possible signing of Matthew Judon. That's right, Judon, one of the most experienced and decorated pass rushers still available in free agency. This could be a game changer for Detroit's defense, especially when we look at the bigger picture of what this team is trying to build for 2025 and beyond. Let's set the stage here. The Lions, under Dan Campbell's leadership, have been building something special. They've got Jared Goff leading the offense, which has been dynamic and efficient, but what's been really impressive is how they're stacking their defense with young talent like Aiden Hutchinson. Hutchinson, the young star out of Michigan, is clearly a cornerstone for the franchise. His 2024 season was marred by a serious injury, broken fibula and tibia, that limited him to only 5 games. And you can imagine, losing a player of Hutchinson's caliber, especially one who showed such promise, leaves a big hole in the pass rush. Now, Hutchinson's future is bright, no doubt about it. But the team has to be smart about how they handle his recovery. The thing is, Hutchinson isn't just a pass rusher. He's the X factor for the Lions in 2025. If he returns healthy and plays most of the season, Detroit's defense could be one of the league's most formidable units. But if he needs more time, or if he's held back by lingering issues from that injury, the Lions need a contingency plan. That's where someone like Matthew Judon comes into play. Judon, at 32 years old, is a veteran with 4 Pro Bowl selections under his belt. He's played a lot of football, and even last year with the Atlanta Falcons, he managed to stay remarkably durable, appearing in all 17 games. That kind of consistency is invaluable, especially for a team like Detroit that's aspiring to be elite. Judon's stats last year: 5 sacks, may not jump off the page anymore, but remember, he's still an effective pass rusher. His experience, his leadership, and his ability to contribute in critical moments are exactly what the Lions need right now, especially considering the division they're in. The NFC North is a brutal division. The Packers, Bears, and Vikings are all improving, and every game counts. Detroit can't afford to have Hutchinson miss significant time without a reliable veteran to step in. Joshua Paschal, who's trying to fill Hutchinson's shoes, had only 2 sacks last year and a 48 PFF pass rush grade. That's not enough to keep the Lions at the top of the division or to make a real run in the playoffs. Paschal is a promising player, no doubt, but he's still developing, still finding his footing in the league. So, bringing in someone like Judon, who already has years of experience as a starter, makes sense for so many reasons. And let's be honest, Judon's age at 32 isn't a big hurdle either. He's still got enough in the tank to make an impact. His 2024 season, despite a slight decline in some metrics, like his PFF pass rush grade, which was 53.9 last year, still shows he can bring pressure and disrupt defenses. And that's exactly what Detroit needs, especially when they want to keep their defense aggressive and unpredictable. His presence would immediately boost their pass rush depth, a crucial factor on a team that's trying to take the next step and challenge the NFC powers. Now, I know some of you are wondering, is this really happening? Has Detroit officially signed Judon? Well, as of now, nothing official has been announced, but the fit is perfect. Judon's style, his experience, and his ability to step into a leadership role align perfectly with what the Lions are trying to do. Plus, considering his contract situation, he's been an affordable veteran. His signing wouldn't break the bank and would give Detroit a lot of flexibility to address other needs. And looking at the bigger picture, the Lions are not only trying to get better for this season, but they're also positioning themselves as serious Super Bowl contenders. FanDuel has them with plus 1,000 odds to win the Lombardi Trophy, placing them in the top tier alongside teams like Kansas City, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Buffalo. Those odds reflect the respect they're garnering, but they also underscore the need to bolster every facet of their roster. Adding Judon would be a strategic move to ensure their defense is as formidable as their offense has been in recent years. The Lions' chances to make the playoffs are also looking very promising. FanDuel has them with -200 odds to qualify, which is among the best in the league. That means the betting markets see Detroit as a team that's not just on the rise, but one that's ready to contend seriously. And if Hutchinson can stay healthy, if he can stay on the field for most of the season, Detroit's defense could be one of the league's best. That would make their already potent offense even more dangerous, turning the Lions into a true dark horse for a deep playoff run. But let's not forget, football is a game of adjustments, and the Lions know that. Going into 2025, their strategy is clear: build around their young stars, add veteran leadership where needed, and maintain that relentless physical style of play. Judon would fit right into that philosophy. His ability to rush the passer, his leadership in the locker room, and his experience in high-pressure situations are exactly what Detroit needs to push over the top. Even if he isn't the same player he was a few years ago, his presence alone would elevate the team's confidence and performance. So, while fans are eagerly awaiting official confirmation, the signs point to a very smart move by Detroit's front office. Judon would be a low-cost, high-impact addition, filling the gap left by Hutchinson's injury and giving the Lions a more complete, dangerous defense. This is the kind of strategic move that could be the difference in close games, especially in tough division battles or playoff showdowns. And if Judon joins the Lions, it's not just about filling a roster spot, it's about making a statement that Detroit is here to compete, to challenge the best, and to finally break through to that elusive Super Bowl. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead to the season, the Lions have a lot to prove, but with moves like potentially signing Judon, they're sending a strong message. They're serious about contending now, not just building for the future. The NFC North is a division where every game is a battle, and Detroit needs to be at its best to come out on top. If they can add Judon and keep Hutchinson healthy, they'll have a formidable front seven that can pressure quarterbacks, disrupt defenses, and set the tone early in games. That's the kind of defense that wins championships. And let's not forget, Detroit's fan base is among the most passionate in the NFL. They've waited for years to see their team compete at the highest level, and now, with a bit of strategic roster building, they're closer than ever. Judon's potential signing is just the latest chapter in this story of resurgence. Fans are dreaming of playoff football, maybe even a deep run, and every move the Lions make seems to be aimed at turning that dream into reality. In terms of what's next, we'll be watching closely. If Judon signs, it'll send ripples through the league and certainly energize the Lions roster. It'll give them that veteran presence that can mentor young players like Hutchinson and Pascal, while also bringing a proven pass rusher to complement the existing defense. The Lions are on the cusp of something special, and this move could be the final piece of the puzzle. So, Detroit fans, stay tuned. Keep your eyes on the news, because this offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. The Lions are making bold moves, and if they land Judon, it could be the start of a new era, one where Detroit isn't just a team fighting to make the playoffs, but a true contender with a legitimate shot at the Super Bowl. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. This is a team on the rise, and with every move, they're proving to everyone that the best is yet to come.